Hi, this is Laura with Red Carpet Report. We're here at the Ted Lasso Season 2 Blue Carpet premiere. Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? It's so great talking to you. So, with this season being the sophomore season of Ted Lasso, how did you prepare for the next season? Because you want to keep it, keep the momentum going with the sweetness, but what do you add to make it kind of a little bit different?
Well, look, the cool thing about this show is when we knew we were doing a 3-season story, I hope there's more 3-season stories, so I don't mean there's anything, but this 3-season story has a beginning, middle, and end, and we knew what each character's journey was along the way. And so, here's a good spoiler that I haven't said. The same way the first year started with a shot of whose journey was going to begin and end in that season. It was an opening shot of a character other than Ted Lasso. The second season starts the same way about whose story this is. And so I think people will be surprised when they see it.
Well, because of this journey, you brought a whole bunch of your friends along that we all recognize and we all love from your journey. Who else can we expect from your history roster of?
Oh my God. You know what's weird is usually they call themselves the Bill Lawrence players, and usually all of my friends come in. But this one is all Brits, so not as many actors and actresses from my old shows. I mean, Zack was behind the camera the first year, and some of them will show up in support and stuff. Like Nikki here is a huge fan of the show, luckily, and an old friend. I'm hoping to find another gig when I get to work with my friend, and then I'll suck all the Ted Lasso people into that. That's my plan.
Yeah. Well, now that we know that we do know that it's going to be a 3-season arc, so we got to see a little bit of the second season. So do you have it kind of formed? You already have everything planned out.
We know how this story ends, yeah.
And you have third
We
season.
know how the first, second, third. We know this 3-season story. We wrote it out before we started shooting the first one. And then my job as a producer is to sucker Jason Sudeikis into making another 3-season story after this.
And then what was the difference between the first season when you guys didn't really have to worry, the pandemic wasn't really happening, and now with the second season, it was during the pandemic. Was there a big major difference in changes in any stories?
It was harder to shoot, but not for us, because this thing was kind of therapy for everybody. Because we're writing about empathy and kindness and forgiveness and relying on each other to get through stuff. And I think people will kind of dig on that more than ever, I'm hoping.
And then what is your favorite quote from this season that you could tell us? And it's not going to be a spoiler. It's a quote, so you could just tell us what your favorite was for this season.
My favorite quote from this season? You guys have seen it. My wife and daughter have seen a bunch. It's my favorite quote from this season. By the way, I'm always going with football is life. By the way, because especially with tonight's event, because people see football is life, but sometimes it's also something else, and that's in the premiere episode.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anybody else want to?
So there you have it. This has been the Ted Lasso Season 2 Blue Carpet premiere. Please be sure to check out Ted Lasso on Apple TV Plus on July 23rd.